This conference will now be
Call the
recorded.
Administration Finance Committee meeting to order, April the 27th. Do we have a quorum?
Yes, Mr. Chair, you do have a quorum.
Okay, Commissioner or Chairman Jackson, would you like to participate in the meeting? We need to vote you in. Mr. Chairman, Chairman Jackson, are you able to hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm doing well, thank you.
Would you like to participate in the meeting? If so, we'll um, vote you in.
No, I'm just, in observance. Um, no need to vote me in.
Okay, well, we will proceed then. We do have the minutes from 17th, November 17th and January the 20th. Commissioners, have you had a chance to review the minutes?
Yes.
Are there any changes, additions, corrections?
I'm saying no.
No changes. Make a motion.
So be it. So it's been moved by Commissioner Parker and seconded by Commissioner Pitchford to approve the minutes for November 17th and January 20th. Since you don't have anyone participating remotely, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? The ayes have it. The minutes have been approved.
Okay, let's go into new business and start with the financials, the March 26 financials. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, you're right.
It's okay.
Okay. Any citizens' comments? Okay. Okay. Let's go to the financials. Thank you.
Good evening, committee members. Briefly go over the March. Good evening, committee members and virtual attendees. The March financial summary. Is this one better? No. All right. Good evening, committee members and those attending March financials. If you want to go. Hmm? Can you hear me better? Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right, we all good? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's try this one last time. Good evening, committee members and those in attendance virtually. Um, the March financials are fairly consistent with what they have been in the previous months. If we look here on the budget to actuals for the agency wide, you'll see that the only program that is currently operating in the negative right now is the LIPH, the public housing. There's a few reasons for that. One is the high utility costs that were incurred. We had 3 consecutive months of extremely high utility costs. And there is also a reconciliation, which I have included in the notation tabs. There's a reconciliation that is currently being looked at for potential overbilling for our electric utilities. We are looking into that. It is concerned that we have been overbilled by almost $1 million. So we will be looking into that, and I will report back hopefully at our next meeting. Within the voucher program, the administration, we have a increase.
You said it was
Yes,
being overbilled by the utilities. Is that electric or is that the water and sewer?
that is electric. And basically the way that it is being handled now, the city of Richmond is actually kind of being the third party intermediary, if you will. So they are paying our utility bills and then we are reimbursing them. And we believe that we are being billed for properties that we no longer own. So that's what we're looking into.
Thank you so much, Dave.
Sure. On the voucher program, we do have the budget, the actual is higher than budget on the expense side due to a late contract renewal that is increasing that slightly. These next tabs is basically just a different format of the one that we just looked at. But as you can see, all of the programs with the exception of LIPH are operating on the positive right now. Our accounts payable has increased compared to last month. That is primarily a timing issue. In the month, we received large bills primarily for renewals, and basically we do a payables. We would process payables once a week. The first of the month started on Wednesday, which is the day we process payables. So there was a full week of payables that have been entered into the system but have not been paid. So it is increasing our payables.
Quick question. What's the agency policy in terms of payment terms? At 30?
That is a good question, and I don't know off the top of my head, but I will find out for
Here's-
you.
Here's why I ask. Because if it is net 30, then wouldn't everything from current to 30 be current?
Yes. Anything from 0 to 30 would be considered current and then aged after that. Yes. With our cash flows, you'll see that our ending cash is slightly higher than our beginning cash. So we do have a slight positive on the cash flows. There's some explanations on these next tabs, some that I've already discussed, but I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Just one quick question on the cash flow. If you have total income, is this making the assumption that total income of 23.6 million will be collected?
What are we looking here?
We can look into that.
Oh, I see what you're looking at. Yeah, so I will have to look into that for you.
Question, what is the impact? I don't know if I should, I guess I'm gonna ask. What is the impact of what Commissioner said as a question?
Right. So to answer the question, I believe is true. I go through these financials with David and Sig. That the answer to that question is yes. That is what is to be collected. So it would be zero impact. You'll get the affirmative answer, but I think that is the answer. That is what is to be collected.
And I have a question also, Commissioner Lewis. And my question is, you asked about the accounts payables. I know it's a touchy subject, but is this for suppliers too and vendors that we're talking about, or this is a different sector we're into now?
I can answer that. That is for accounts payable as well.
So it's for accounts payable as well. So the answer is yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the policy that RRHA has for paying vendors? We're going into another sector now where we're just opening a new program with our JOC program. And what is the policy on paying people that are in the JOC program, pending everything gets taken care of well, to pass all the papers up, everything in on time? What is it, net 30 or what?
It would be consistent with the current policy. It would be net 30. Yes.
Do we pay people anything for late if we don't pay them on time?
No, sir. No, sir. The
I
answer is
don't
no.
think so.
Thank you so much.
Some just some updates within the Department of Finance. We are looking to repay RDC the $900,000 that LIPH borrowed, if you will, as a cash float during April. We are working on finalizing the audit. We are close to having everything complete, and we will have the audit complete in time for the auditors to present the findings, the audit, the final audit in June. And we have begun working on the fiscal 27 budget. We will begin rolling that out here to the departments starting this week and over the course of the next couple weeks. Plan on having that completed in time for final board approval by September.
David, I got that old question. I'll bring it back up.
Commissioner Parker, can you move your
Oh,
mic
yeah.
closer?
David, I got the old question. I'm just bringing it back up again. If we are aren't paying people a percentage for us paying them late, do we take a discount when they on net 10? When they say 1% 10, net 30? We're looking at taking advantage of paying early and saving money, saving RRHA money.
If we have those terms, then yes, we would definitely look at taking advantage of those. I do not know how many vendors give us those terms.
Some vendors will do a 1% 10,
Right.
30.
Right.
And so I was just wondering if you're able to take advantage of that 1% 10 and save.
Yeah.
Something to look at.
Yeah. So if I can say, Mr. Chair, if I can, that is something we can look at. We tend to be on the risk averse side in terms of making sure that invoices come in that are accurate. So on some occasions when we don't pay vendors, that is because they don't timely submit their invoices, and that we've seen that with some of our vendors. So in some instances, when you see we haven't paid, it is a direct result of the invoices not coming in on a time basis. But yes, that is something, David, please take note of that. We can definitely look at that.
You certainly have some veteran businesses that are out there already, not really new neophytes, and they've been doing business for years, and they're offering a percentage and they're offering a percentage of discount, which would be 1% to whatever. And I think those would certainly help taking advantage of that 10% discount. Thank you, Steve.
No, that is it. Thank you.
say good evening. We'll go to the human resource report, vacant positions.
All right. Good evening, commissioners and staff. Can everyone hear me? Good, good. I can project. I can project. All right. So I'm excited to present the HR vacant positions report this evening. As you may be able to tell, we have changed the format of our reporting. One of the pieces of feedback that I've received a couple times from our chair, Mr. Lewis, here was that we have killed so many trees as an agency by printing so many pages and pages of information. So we took that honestly. We took that feedback and we decided to consolidate our report. So it still contains all of the useful information that we were presenting on previously, but we were able to boil it down to a one pager. So we're really excited about our new report. Definitely looking to get some feedback from our commissioners this evening on that. So with that being said, I'm going to walk through our vacant positions. Starting at the top, I do have a couple of edits to make to this report this evening. As you all know, changes are made pretty quickly, especially in regards to vacant roles. So as we have corrections, I will address them. So starting at the very top, our first department, finance, we do have an open position there, senior budget and financial manager. We are actually choosing to pause recruiting for that role as it stands for right now. And that is mostly due to, as we all know, David is our new CFO. He's just coming on board with us, and we would like to give him the opportunity to be strategic in how he wants to backfill and fill those positions in his department. So we are actually holding off on backfilling that position, even though it's listed here as a vacant position. Next, in our real estate department, we have a VP of real estate and development that we're recruiting for. Affordable housing, we're looking to recruit for our SVP of affordable housing there. Maintenance, we've got two maintenance roles vacant in Gilpin, a maintenance supervisor and, or I guess that's listed twice, but it's just one maintenance supervisor there. For maintenance, for management in Gilpin, we have a property manager role that we're looking to backfill. Hillside, we have a senior office support specialist position, and our communications team is looking to hire an administrative assistant. Going down here, our IT department, we are looking to backfill a technical support specialist. This is another correction here, our capital projects team. We are not going to backfill that contract specialist role as it stands right now. We've got some strategic things that we're looking at doing with that. So we're actually going to remove that from our active recruiting list. Maintenance Stonewall, we have a maintenance specialist there that we're recruiting for. Maintenance Wickham, we've got 3 maintenance specialists there. And at Gilpin, we've got 1 maintenance specialist there. And then for our HCVP, TSO departments, we have housing specialist roles and a program eligibility specialist position vacant. So those are our vacant positions. Last week, I do want to announce that we did host a hiring event. You will hear more about the hiring event at our board meeting, as Mr. Nesmith would like us to make a more broad announcement to the broader group. However, we did complete a hiring event last week. It was on April 21st at Fairfield Court. It was a huge success. We're really excited about the amount of turnout that we received. We actually ended up with more qualified candidates than we had positions for, which is a brilliant place to be. So we're really looking forward to doing more hiring events in the future. We're already receiving requests. Lots of managers are seeing what we were able to do with our maintenance roles and wanting to do hiring events themselves. So we will be busy in the coming weeks, but let me know if you have any questions.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if you can answer this question or not, but I wanted to know why was so many positions open for all of the communities? Like, did something happen? Like, that's a lot.
So there were a few positions that were open in our AMPS. Many of that regular turnover. Some of it came from, we did host a retirement incentive package last year.
Okay, so some people left.
Yes. So we
Okay.
did last September, we did a retirement incentive, which we incentivized any of our retiree eligible employee population to participate. And fortunately for them, they did. I think we had about 17 employees participate in that. And most of those positions came from our LIPH department. So that
Okay.
may be why they did experience some short staff. However, with our hiring event last week, we were able to fill some of those maintenance roles, and we've got some plans in place to fill those property management roles as well. So we should be looking to shore up our staffing soon.
Okay, okay. So that'll be brought up in the board meeting, our special board meeting that we have.
Yes, when we get to our broader board meeting, we'll share some pictures and some
Oh,
videos from the
okay,
event.
okay. What else I want to ask? That might be it, cause I forget. Like once I told y'all last time, once it's there, I gotta get it out. But
I understand. I'm the same way.
I just was saying that's a lot.
Mhm.
That's a lot. Okay, that's what it was. So when y'all doing this, are y'all broadcasting it everywhere? Like Facebook, we're doing flyers, we're
Yep.
doing what we doing?
Absolutely. We are all over social media. So our communications team posted it on Instagram, Facebook. I don't maybe X or Twitter. Yeah, there it is. It's X. Yeah,
Okay.
not Twitter anymore. Sorry, I'm so old school. But yes, all of our social media. It's X. Yes, my apologies. It's been posted there.
Okay.
Obviously, also on our career
The
page.
portal,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Okay, okay,
Yep.
okay. That's all I had.
Okay. Thank you.
You are.
Yeah, Miss Jessica, have you listed Miss Hicks' job yet? Is that on here or has that been filled?
We have, that's actually not on this report. That'll probably be on the next report because, we're reporting on numbers a little bit after the fact. But we are not backfilling that position currently. We have a wonderful person in place of Ms. Hicks, although she was very hard to replace. But we have someone who has stepped into the role for right now, our Mervyn Mitchell. He is here and ready to go and taking IT to the next level. So
Well, look at there. Welcome aboard.
Mr. Mitchell.
Thank you so much. Good report.
Thank you.
Good day, everybody. Members of the board, Mr. Nesbitt, everybody online, coming in via, Keep going? Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Good day, everybody, board members, Mr. Nesbitt, and everybody remote at home. Welcome to my IT report. My name is Mervyn Mitchell. I am the new VP of IT Technology here at RRHA. As you all know, I've been here now for almost 8 years. I'm also the cybersecurity engineer, the network engineer, the SCCM engineer, the cloud engineer, the Azure engineer. So anything with the IT realm, I'm very familiar with this network. I'm also the one who started implementing the phrase and creating RHA as a hybrid network. So I'm pretty much knowledge within that realm also. I also have a top security clearance, so don't worry about it. Everybody's information is very secure with me. Lips tight. All right, so let me start by starting off the report here. On the first page, I have definitions of all the aspects of that's covered under the current network infrastructure, the quarterly cloud services. If anybody have any questions on that, I'll be more than glad to explain anything in that realm as far as the definitions. If not, I'll go ahead and move on. All right, on the second page here, we have the Network Infrastructure Quarterly Cloud Review. All right, as you can see, that's the BSAA, that's a backup as a service detail. And Rubric, that's the backup agent that does the backup for the backup is system. We do have our objective here as far as 6.2 terabytes. That's the total of data we have stored in the cloud services. Now, part of that is monthly. I'll do a review on that to make sure that our data is being stored correctly and identify
what needs to be deleted. Soon, each department will probably be getting an email from the IT department to review the data on the cloud and delete what's not needed off the cloud. The reason why is because we pay as we go. So meaning as the storage bill, we pay more. If it goes down, we pay less. So I try to make sure we keep information on our network, pertaining to our network, and not personal files and videos and stuff like that. So we do that once a month, go through thoroughly and get a good grip on that. All right. And the rubric backup, that's the agent we use to back up the data off the cloud network. All right, on the second page, DRAAS detail, zero replication. All right, that's disaster recovery as a service. That's also in the cloud. All right, as you can see, we have 2 recovery sites. We use E Plus as our management service. We have one backup site at Chicago, Oak Brook, and one in Denver as a secondary. Our SLA is 4 hours. So if we have a disaster recovery and we need to recover our data, our at service level agreement with E Plus is 4 hours recovery time. All right. The actual RPO, which at the back, I give a definition of that. Right. And if you see the RPO stands for recovery point objective, and our RPO, as far as our SLA agreement, is 5 minutes recovery time or backup time. And as you can see on this report, it took 7 seconds to back up incrementally. Okay. And that's great as far as recovery and backup services, as far as cloud services. Also, at the bottom of that, you can see our backup system for what we, as far as virtual machines that's backed up. We have those machines listed at the bottom. Those are servers and any devices that's in the cloud network that needs to be backed up within that realm. All right. We also have on the other page, we have IaaS details and VMware. This is all the devices, the CPU, that's how many CPUs we use all together to support our cloud network infrastructure, our RAM by gigabytes, our storage, as the report 4.5, and that's 4.5 data with 2.5 included for the storage for the system itself. All right, we have SQL core license. We got rid of the SQL server off the cloud, which is saving us money right now due to the fact that the SQL server is no longer needed for what 4C projects we have coming. All right, and that's under the IaaS details. All right, under what we currently did this month, past month for under RHA as far as our network infrastructure. As you can see, we had some configurations here at 600. We installed new switches at 600, 4 new switches. We are continuing to roll out of the remaining AI switches to the senior sites. We also monitor, install AI switch at 600 Broad Street and make sure we monitor for any errors and delay to make sure everything's smooth before we did the permanent cutover to the new switches. All right. Also, we had some activity that was done with Regroup, which is our messaging system. We kind of configure LDAP, which is our Light Active Directory Access Protocol, manage those systems to interact with our Active Directory. So the messaging system is updated through our Active Directory through Regroup by sending out text messages and that nature emerge. So when you get those text messages on your phone, stuff like that nature, that's what that specifically is. The Regroup, working with Regroup, getting that done. Okay, we did maintenance on the DNS maintenance and clean. Ran scripts again for the LDAP protocol database. Review RHA storage to the cloud and detentions and deletions. That's what I just mentioned earlier as far as going through once a month. See what needs to be detained, see what needs to be deleted. And like I said, we'll be sending the email out this month to go ahead and prioritize so each department can go ahead and start cleaning off stuff on the cloud. As far as the cybersecurity, as you all know, since the war started, we've been getting slammed with high volumes of attacks. I've been pretty much up all night When I get the alert, I try to minimize it as much as possible, mitigate it. We still, as you all know, nothing is 100% secure. And Mr. Nesbitt can vouch for this. When he first got here, we had a lot of cyber attacks on his account. And thanks to Mr. Nesbitt, he pushed through and got us a cybersecurity AI platform, and it's really worth the money. To be honest with you, last year when CrowdStrike got hit, we didn't get hit for the simple reason is because our AI platform is not an operating system; it's an AI platform that's hard to recognize. So that's what set Darktrace apart from the rest of them. Also, it's so ironic. The first time I got the Darktrace system, Mr. Nesbitt called me and said, "Hey, Mervin, I need you to block this email address for me." And I was like, "Sir, unfortunately, AI Darktrace doesn't do that. The email will have to hit our system first, then I'll have to block it." And he said, "Well, why is that? That's not preventive measurement." And I totally agreed with him. So after that conversation, I took heed, and for the past 3 years, I've been working with Darktrace cybersecurity engineer to incorporate a module to do that exactly. And finally, I have that answer. They have that capability now. I'm implementing it in the next upgrade. We'll be able to block full domains and personal email prior to them hitting our system. So that's one good aspect pulled out of that. And also, we have incorporated Darktrace with our firewall, with our MFA Duo, and our email, Office 365. So we have layer of protection, not only from the firewall aspect, also from the new AI switches that we have, right, that also detects and prevents. So we have 3 major layer of protection that's implemented right now at RRHA that protects our data and our infrastructure. All right, and on the other page, that's our help desk statistics, all the reviews, as you can see for the past month, the ticketing system, how many tickets we had, calls in, resolve, pending, and whatnot, priorities on the help desk statistics. Okay, and the other page, we have Darktrace statistics, as you can see, how many junk mail moved, how many were held lock linked, and converted attachment in that nature. All right, we had 90,000 inbound, over 90,000 inbound emails. We had over 25,000 outbound emails. All were vetted and all were perceived as either malicious or advanced into the user mailbox. As you can see, the last page here, Darktrace statistics threat. Like I said earlier, specific link up, specific attachment up, spoofing up, email takeover account up, spam did go down a lot due to the fact I've been blocking total IPs. So when I get an alert, what I do is once I get that alert and I notice it's not just an account and it's a rogue domain, I will block the whole IP stack. So that way each individual won't get emails coming in as spam. And a lot of times when we do get the spam, it will be like holiday seasons, right? You know, I'll get a lot of spam in there, but I'll go in there and do the blocks. So it will minimize the spam coming into each individual mailboxes. All right. And that's it. Anybody have any questions? Thank you.
Commissioner. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I just wanted to add just to something that Mervin mentioned. He was talking about Regroup. So Regroup is actually a new vendor that communications uses to send out text messaging to our residents, to our housing choice voucher participants. And it was made very, very easy to incorporate because of the work that our IT department has done. So I just wanted to thank them for that.
We'll, we'll move to procurement.
Morning, good morning. It's not morning. I apologize. It's the afternoon. I apologize for not being there. As they say, no good deed goes unpunished. I was at Earth Day last week and managed to pick up some poison ivy. So I am wallowing in misery at home. As you can see, we do have a lot of procurement that's gone out. Our debt collector and has come back this week. Is currently out with the evaluators for review. We have several other. The public safety strategic plan writer has also closed. That one is also out for evaluation. The reason these are up here under current solicitation is because when I did the report, it wasn't due yet. So as you can see, we have cabinets and countertops that have come in, and our tub replacements and whatnot for Whitcomb has also come in. So we've had a lot of stuff going on. We did decide to put out our on-call plumbing. Again, even though the contract is not up, we don't feel like, well, we only have one contractor at the moment that's doing work for us, and they are kind of reaching capacity. And so felt that it was beneficial for us to try to bring on additional plumbers to help with that workload. So we have several solicitations that are under review as well. Well, LIPH Services, we're still interviewing the prospective contractors for that. And we're waiting on the finalizing the documents for the elevators there. Those IFBs that are for the exterior doors, the lighting, the doors at Wickham and Fairfield, and the window pane replacements, we are reevaluating those bids because they came in significantly higher than our independent cost estimates came in at. So we are looking at our scope and making sure that we had put in that we had the correct information on there and that we sent out the right stuff to our vendors. The lawn maintenance was just awarded. We actually awarded that to Sword 365. I'm not sure if any of you are aware of that company, but they hired disabled individuals in the Richmond area to perform janitorial and landscaping services. So we're really excited about that contract. And the grant writer is also out for evaluation. I didn't get a date yet on when those are due back, but they should be back within the next, couple weeks at the latest. That's all
Do
I
you have
have.
an estimate on what the grant writer per year? It's just an estimate.
No, because usually that's based on the grant amount. Because sometimes they'll charge based on how much your award is. So it's kind of hard to estimate what we think the cost is going to be for something like that.
So Colleen, are you saying they get a percentage of what they bring in?
Yeah, usually that's how they get paid, is a percentage of the grant that's awarded they get. So that's something, of course, that we'll be looking at when we review these bids and then go into negotiations with them on that. I didn't hear whoever was
Is
speaking.
there any thought to hire someone and put them on staff?
That's
Mr. Chair,
HR decision.
yeah, Mr. Chair, if I can handle that question, please. So I've been the lead on that, working with other staffers. We tried to, but we did not find anyone that had the skill set that we wanted to. We did several interviews, and we thought, given our ambitious fundraising goals that we have about 69 philanthropic and foundations that we want to target immediately. We only had actually one person who was an outside consultant. So no, we did have one person, quite frankly, but she couldn't do it on a full-time basis.
Does anybody else have any other questions? Well, that concludes my report.
Okay, are there no other questions? Still early.
Very, this is a record. If you were to adjourn, it'd be because of the Guinness Book.
Oh,
Commissioner Lewis,
oh, okay.
Commissioner Lewis
The meeting,
is on, yeah. Commissioner, yes, sir. I just wanted to make sure that we noted that the meeting for next month will have to move off of its current date um, because of the holiday. This next meeting falls on Memorial Day, so we'll be moving the meeting to that Wednesday.
May the
27th.
Which is the 27th,
May
May
the 27th.
27th.
There's nothing else. We will adjourn. Thank you. 5 minutes. Let's go.
I think, Patrick. What? Yeah, you would have to. No.
I can't believe.
Yes. I know, right? So I will find out, but there'll be a lot of tummies over there.
Oh, I thought she was like some kind of holiday. So I was going to add that to my holiday. Okay. I thought for everybody's holiday.
Did actually. I went to a CEO's investor conference, New York City, Saturday. Investment bank.
No, my case.
And purpose on there was they are looking. They were the pitch. So they not like BlackRock, big investment middle market. So we are looking to do. We're looking to do capital raise money for the organization. We're going to tie it either to maybe one of the real estate development, maybe just for the organization. I like about this one. I think it's investment. Pretty heavy. This is a lot of work to go out and target investors that want to come in, say we want to invest in you. You asked me the question. It's obviously formal. You asked me about it's formal. This morning, so you can do that. They structure it differently. They only take on clients they know they can meet whatever the capital is. So for us, I want them to go out and do a $50 million capital. They won't even take it. do, they take 25%, when they take 25% fee, they back it on the success. Those investment banks don't work like that. Investment banks make money. So I like the structure just because of that. They don't think. I said, well, how do you wait until take them out of the bank? I said because the investment committee did a good job of that. Well, because if we don't think we can bring them the money, we're not going to take you on. Our investment committee, they vet it. They say yes, we can.